All right, we are going to now implement the calculation of this portfolio in an Excel spreadsheet. We have laid out here asset 1, expected return from asset 1, standard deviation from asset 1, correlation between the two, so 0.8, there's only one correlation between the two assets. 0.5 return between asset 1, which means 0.5 return from asset 2. We wrote a little formula there. I'm going to write the portfolio model right here. So the return is the simple time, the expected return of asset 1 times its weight plus the expected return of asset 2 times its weight. So there, 0.065. All right, now let's write the standard deviation. And I'm going to start by writing the variance, and I'm going to put that into parentheses. So it's the weight of asset 1 squared times the standard deviation plus the weight of the asset 2 squared times the standard deviation squared. Then we have the final term of 2 times the weight of 1 times the weight of 2 times the correlation coefficient times the standard deviation times the standard deviation. All right, there's the variance, which still isn't our standard deviation, but we got a variance, square root of that. There you see it. One other measure down here, Sharpe ratio. We defined it right here. There's another video that describes it, so go to that video and describe it. But it is the mean expected return minus the risk-free rate divided by the standard deviation. All right, those are our formula. Now I want to routinize that a little bit, and I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to delete this. All right, let's say we have weight here, 0 to 1, and I just want to write the standard deviation down these for this different weights. Well, we can do that really easily. I'm going to put the standard deviation formula here, and I'm going to put the mean right here. So those are in this cell, and I'm going to make a data table in Excel. So I'm going to insert, oops, it's thinking a little bit. I may just put this down here. I'm going to do a what-if analysis here. I'm going to do a data table. And my column input, which is the weights here, I'm going to put right here. So what this did, for weight 0, the standard deviation is 0.1681, which means all the weights on asset 2 get down here, all the weights on asset 1. So I have a standard deviation 0.05, 0.03. And then let me just make a graph. Insert. I am going to do a line graph. Oops, I'm sorry, I did the wrong one. I'm going to insert and then just connect the lines. going to think a little bit there. All right. Now what you're going to see here is something that we actually created. This is part of your homework too. What I did is just recreate this, and now there's our EV Frontier formatted. All right, there it is. Now let me show you something. So we can do different weights here. We can do different correlation coefficients, etc. But that's how the 2-asset portfolio that's part of your homework was created.